Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 180 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It's Thursday, December 5th, 2024, and we did not meet our sales goal today. But I also didn't ring up all the sales because I didn't finish the shipping. And I'm going to talk about that in just a second. So we've used the same quote at Motivation in Minutes for 2 days, and that I think that might be the first time we've ever done that. And it is winners never quit and quitters never win. We've all heard that, but we amended it. So winners never quit and quitters never win. They pivot and they ask how. They pivot and they ask how. The question of how. So my word of intention for the past 2 days was how, and I was asking myself that question instead of saying, could I, should I don't know. And I'm absolutely exhausted now. So this is going to be short. They ask how. So today was a 3-mile day, and the weather was atrocious. There was so much snow and just the wind, just a horrible day. And I had meetings all morning. I couldn't get to the gym in the morning because of the roads and the weather and all of that nonsense. So, after I was done with the meetings about like 1, 2 o'clock, I was like, gosh, I just really can't take the time to go right now. I needed to go grocery shopping, needed to do those things. And so I remembered a little trick. When you're lacking in motivation and you're not feeling it, you give yourself a choice. So I gave myself the choice. All right, you can either go now, or you can figure out a way later in the day and ask yourself how then. So I decided to go, and I used that little trick. So sometimes when you're lacking motivation, you have to remember that you have a choice and give yourself a choice. You can do it now, you can do it later, you can, finish the shipping first. You can, just play those little mind tricks with yourself. It does work. But what that meant was I didn't start my 4-hour listing block until 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I don't like to work too late. My brain starts to shut down. But I did it, and I was even thinking about like moving a block to the next day, and which would be fine. I can do that. I have the choice to do that. But I decided, my friend Jason sent me an audiobook he was listening to. So I started listening to it. It's awesome. I'm going to be talking about it. It's called 12 Weeks. I don't know if any of you, or 12 the 12-week year. The 12-week year is what it's called. I don't know if any of you have read that. Let me know in the comments if you have. I kind of mimics a lot of the things we do and we talk about in the Slight Edge and that we do in our mastermind, but there are some really good concepts that'll kind of level that up. So I'm just really excited about it. So that got me through my 4 hours. I didn't finish the book yet, but the audio got me through 4 hours of listing because I was so engaged in that, and I was doing like mindless activities with the listing. It was okay. Like I was I was taking the backs off of watches and replacing watch batteries. So it was good to have something to listen to while I did that. So very cool. And I figured out how I was going to do it today. I did it. I lacked motivation, but I gave myself a choice, and everything happened, and I figured out how to make it happen. And that was working later this evening. All right. But I am reset to 0. And all I have to do is thank these guys for the motivation to do so, because it was a struggle after finishing those hours that later than I wanted. And I didn't really want to do it, but the inventory's put away and it feels really good. And now when I come to my workspace in the morning, I'm going to be set for my next 4 hours. Yes. All right. So joining me, thank you guys. Jill of Rusted Truck Relics, Jason the Santee Swapper, Char Fabulous Flamingos, Kathy Singz, Nick Mr. C Chats, Vanessa the Diabetic Reseller, Brightest Holidays, Judith R, Pam of Whimsy and Such, Carmen of Northern Bargains, Becky of Becky Consigns, and Lee of Lee Phillips 4191. Thank you guys for the inspiration and the accountability and the push. All right, guys, just remember, winners never quit, quitters never win. They ask how, and they pivot. All right, remember those 2 skills. We got this. All right, I will see you tomorrow on day 181. And when I say night-night tonight, I mean night-night. I'm going to get some sleep. Night night.